We'll go ahead and kick it off, man. All right. Listen, Chuck with Traders War Room, and this is this power hour rapid fire that we like to do, and we're going to go over your tickers, a couple little, just the things we got to do, handle our business to keep everything legal and on board. All right, legal disclaimer, we're not financial advice. It's for education and entertainment only. You're responsible for every decision you make. We caution you to always use caution, but we want you to have fun. And as always, we want to go to war. We got a website up, any of their historical classes right there at the website. You go to the menu, there's the classes there. We're going to add the mentoring sessions on the website as well. This is going to start becoming our one-stop shop for every type of product and service we have, other than the Discord platform with the real-time buy alerts. The business hours for processing orders right there, 7 to 7, Monday through Saturday. We're taking Sundays off and we take federal holidays off. In the YouTube, you're going to check the description tab, tons of tools and tidbits and links to make you a more successful trader. Next class this Saturday, trading your personality, different strokes for different folks. Everyone has a different way we trade. The idea is to make sure that we get the ones that make us money, and we may not be trading in that particular way. Mentoring session, we got that going on. The first session is always going to be $40, and then the second and follow-on sessions, if you need it, bump up a little bit to $50 for a half-hour session. And this is the Discord. So without all that taken care of, we're at our time frame. Let's go ahead and start cracking out the rapid fire. All right, and I see we got some tickers already in there. Let me go back up a little bit. VLO was the first one. Let's go ahead and rock that one out. VLO. What is this? Valero Energy. Ooh, I like energy trades in Valero. Now, Valero wasn't as big hit as some of the other ones, okay? So I'm not sure on what's happening with Valero. Let's go ahead. This is the minute chart. We don't want to look at the minute chart. Let's go ahead and look at the day chart, see where we're at. It's still up, just like the other energy plays. Definitely cooling down a little bit. So I'm thinking that Valero is probably going to head back down. We're going to test this area right here, okay? Notice the last time from sell-off, we popped up and we went real high. We're going to start testing this area right here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we pull back to this $81, definitely testing 82 flat. And we're going to see if we can hold that level. If we can hold them, that'll probably be the jump from there. But if we can't hold them, we start closing below that, we're probably going to track down a little bit, probably more into this period eventually over time. So definitely we got some bumpy roads ahead, but I see us hopefully hitting here, bouncing, and then continuing on up. Look for puts and VLO. Yeah, I would say puts would be a good idea, especially short term. And looking at the volume's starting to taper off and it's starting to head to the sell side. Yeah, puts would probably be not a bad idea. PayPal. All right, we're on the day chart in PayPal. All right, the same stuff. What is this line here? I don't know what that line is. Anyways, yeah, so PayPal, definitely, we're still on a downtrend of PayPal. I haven't seen enough now. You're starting to see signs of a little reversal right here, okay? Down here, yeah, we closed red and then we closed green, but this isn't enough reversal, especially in this volatile market, for me to really think that PayPal is on a full-fledged reversal. I would want to see this, volume. I'd want to see it look like this volume only to the green side. That would tell me that we're in a full-fledged reversal. We still need some time with this one and see what's happening. But I want to check the 4-hour chart on this one, because 4-hour charts give us an indicator of the type of move. Now we're starting to get a little mini cup on the 4-hour, okay? Now definitely nothing dramatic, okay? I'd like to see it up here before we start thinking of a bullish move. I'm still thinking bearish for a little bit. We need to see signs of that reversal. So PayPal puts would be a good idea too. AA. All right, we're in the day. Hey, man, we're consolidating, okay? You're starting to see your rectangle pattern starting to form, and I'm going to go ahead and draw this one out because I want you guys to understand what I'm seeing. So we're starting to see this here. We're starting to see this there. So here's our rectangular pattern from the last breakout, okay? Now, yes, did we go up? Yeah, sure, but we came back down, okay? We've always closed recently accumulating wealth in this area, and now we're starting to kind of track down. Even though we've got some closing pressure, we're tracking up towards the middle half of it, but we need to close above this to show the breakout is confirmed, all right? Otherwise, we could just continue bouncing around in this area for the time being. Now, looking at the chart, I'm looking at it possibly, we're looking at more bullish than bearish, and heading towards that 62.58 is definitely a possibility, but I don't like the volume. The volume's, you know, increasing onto the sell side. So I'm definitely still thinking that this thing has people wanting to take some profits because they've probably been in since here. And, you know, up here's a nice chunk of change for profits. So I definitely think we got a little bit of time. I want to see it close above this top line and to look out for the breakout. But if it can't hold that, then we're going to bounce around in this area for a little bit.
Microsoft.
Oh, my mic's off?
Sorry, Microsoft, the stock.
Oh, okay.
MSFT.
I'm sorry. I thought I muted everybody. Everyone's supposed to be mute. Please use the chat group, please. But thank you. I'll get Microsoft. All right. Verizon. All right, Verizon. Yeah, Verizon calls, you know, good idea. I'm thinking so. We even have a Verizon call out. We did two, actually. We made some money with the first one that we got, and we went out into the 28th. I like the one into the 28th. We got a $55 call. I think we continue this pressure up, and I think that Verizon will do pretty good. It'll be interesting to see what it does tomorrow and closing out the weekend, and hopefully we don't get any of this 5G negative PR news, because you guys know negative PR news will trump TA every day, all day, okay? And it goes both positive and negative. So I'm hoping no negative news, because I like both AT&T and Verizon moving forward in the next week. They had earnings. Yep, DraftKings. And I haven't forgot about your Microsoft. We're going to do that next. What happened? All right. Ooh, man. Are you bearish on DKNG, Mo? Because I hope so, because I'm looking at this and I don't see bull. Okay, good. $21 put. Yeah, I think you'll do fairly well on that one. Okay. Yeah, I don't see signs of reversal. We're even still seeing a consistent downward trend. All right. We got to see some sort of cup like this. Okay. We need to see this type of thing. Until we see this little rounding edge, we're going to continue to go down, or we're going to start hitting the bottom and consolidate, and we're going to get tight. But yeah, this is just going to continue going down. Maybe when the Super Bowl starts getting a little bit closer after we get done with playoffs, we might see an uptick, because they might really push hard to try to get, like, you know, this type of platform, and we might see a real increase in this one. But maybe not. I'm not sure. All right, Microsoft, here we go. All right, yeah. So Microsoft, look, we tested that period, and remember we talked about Microsoft like 2 or 3 days ago, and we said that we had to go down here. We were going to head down to this area and test it, because we saw that this was our last area over here. Oh, I even had my line. Look, I even had my line. This was our last area of consolidation before our last run, right? And we went down and we tested, and we still didn't close below it. We still didn't. Well, that one we did right there. Well, we went down a little bit further, but now we're starting to trek back up. It didn't like it down here, okay? It didn't like this area. And so we're starting to see the trek back up. Microsoft, we're going to see it come back up and probably sit around this area for a little bit, because it has to test the 314 area. And if we can test that area, then definitely, you know, we're going to start pushing up into the 320s and continue on. This thing with Activision, what you guys need to understand is when they start acquiring businesses and they spend a lot of money, that gives investors short-term bearish ideas on these things, because they're going to spend a lot of upfront money. That's going to take money out of the overhead cost and the principal and stuff like that. And so they're going to spend a lot of money. Now, long term, yes, it's good to go. But if people have been in this for a while, they're going to take a little bit of profits, because they know that some of the money is going to go out to get this new startup acquisition up and running to the fullest potential. Oh, the cup advice. Yeah. Yep. Neo. Ooh. Neo. This is one of those stocks. Remember, Chris Sane was talking about this stock, man. He loves him some Neo. This stock has been beat up for a while. All right, now you see we had this kind of rectangle pattern up here. We're starting to see that again down here. Now, what's the last thing that happened when last time we were in this rectangular pattern, we dumped. So, you know, I hope we don't see a same thing. I hope what we see is a reversal because we got this going on right here. We have the same type of pattern. Let me see if I can get a shape. Here we go. All right, so we got the same type of thing going on here. Right? All right. Now, what I would like to see is I would like to see us when we come out of these levels, you know, we'll probably test down here. That's, you know, we got to test down here, especially if we're in a downtrend. We'll go down here, we'll test it, probably bounce around. Now, if we can come out of this and start trekking back up, then we got a lot of room that we got to go, especially on some positive news. This would be fantastic to see NIO trek from here to here. But definitely the last place of really hard consolidation of wealth would be around this 34, 33 area. So definitely we need to get some buying pressure back, especially if you're bullish on this. You know, NIO's hard to trade, but looking at this chart right here, I would think, you know, puts, unless something crazy came out with the EV sector on, you know, from now until tomorrow, but it's definitely got the selling pressure on it. LAZR. I remember when that was hot. That was a hot ticker for a while. All right, we got 5 more minutes, guys. We're going to crank them out. All right, you know, I want to see another candle. That's now, yes, okay, do we got signs of a possible reversal? Absolutely. We had this downtrend here, yes, and I like this candle here. Awesome. I want to see another one a little bit higher up. Then we can start thinking that we got our 3 white soldiers running up to the mountain. But until we see that candle up, and I'd like to see it up above where the meat and potatoes is right here. I'd like to see a candle from like here to here. Until we see that, I'm not going to confirm this as a reversal, but definitely, you know, I have to look at the news and see what they got going on. But we do have a possible reversal coming in. And, you know, this looks like an area right here of some nice wealth. So it'll probably need to test this area. And if we can close above this, or at least have a majority of the price action close near this, then we probably are, you know, smooth sailing up to $17. Ford. Oh man, I was loving, you know, I love Ford. Okay, I'm bullish on Ford long term for sure. Okay, I'm a Ford fan, but I was loving because a lot of people were like, man, why the puts? The puts ain't gonna do nothing and all that stuff. And if you guys notice, man, and you held on to some of those puts, at least some of the runners, those things busted up from our entry in like 40 cents to like $1.30. So that was definitely fire trades. But yeah, you know, especially with the recall, I don't think we'll go down much from here. I think Ford has enough. You know, this is clearing that gap. We just cleared that gap from here to here. So I think we'll continue back up. I would, from the level we're at right now, I would be safe pushing out calls into next week. I think that would be safe. You know, $22 call, maybe even a $22.50 if they have it, or a $23 call. I think Ford's gonna probably bounce around in this area for a little bit, kind of do this thing, and probably come back in, especially when people forget about the recalls and stuff. But I don't think we go further down. We just filled the gap, and now it's, you know, time to consolidate a little bit and go back up. BBIG. All right. So this is classic, what I like to call too much too soon. Okay, you saw BBIG, you see this, boom, 1, 2, 3, 3 white soldiers and the gap up. When you see this is a pattern you guys can pay attention to. Okay, 3 white soldiers, 1, 2, 3. All right, and this is where you need to learn how to read candles if you don't know how to. And then you have your gap up. This is due, especially in a speculative stock like this. This is due for a pullback, and it did exactly what it did. This is classic because it sold off and then sold off even more because people been in down here since like $2, and so they were getting their profits. So now I don't know about this company, so I don't know if they got what they got in the pipeline, but I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, well, the selling volume's kind of, probably there's some people that bought in heavy here and they're going to hold their position. So we'll probably see some bouncing around and consolidating about this area, maybe even a little bit lower as people get tired with the stock. But do I think it'll drop all the way back here? No, I think people will stick in and they'll stick it out for probably, they're trying to get, you know, the double up to $5 to $6 on their trade. So we'll probably stay around this area for a while in BBIG. Lucid. Did y'all see those puts on Lucid that had huge volume? My boy J Bass sent me sent me that, and I had to look into it. So yeah, okay. So we know we're looking at this, right? We know that Lucid doesn't like this area here. Okay. So it goes down here, it tests it, it doesn't like it, it's gonna jump. We're heading back down towards this area, we're consolidating a little bit. If we continue back down, you know we're coming down to this area to test it. So this is where the puts are gonna, we know it's coming down here because it's done it 1, 2, 3, 4, 20 different times, okay? We know it's gonna come down here and test this area just based off of what we're seeing right here. And so I would feel confident in, you know, some puts going out a little bit because we might bounce around in this area. But, you know, going out 2 or 3 weeks with some puts, if you got the money, wouldn't be a bad investment. You know, $37 put, maybe a $36 put. All right, guys, one more. I think Neil will go back up. Hood, $14 put. Man, did we make some money off of that day trade earlier today? All right, Hood. Taking the dump, right? Okay, we knew this was going to happen, guys. Anyone that acted like they didn't know Hood was going to boom up with a little bit of rush and then pump back down is not paying attention to what Hood is doing. Okay, now, do I think Hood would be a good long-term investment? Yeah, sure, I think so, but we got to find a bottom, and right now it doesn't like any of these bottoms, and we just keep seeing it consolidate a little bit and then continue down. I mean, look at the return on this. Okay, consolidation down, consolidation down, consolidation down. You know, it's going to do the same thing until we find a bottom, and then we're going to see the sharp push back up to whatever it decides to have its resistance. So, all right, guys. Hey, that's it. OCGN. Hey, I'll do OCGN and plug, and then we got to get to it, man. We got only 15 minutes to get some trades in, to swing in tomorrow and kill it. OCGN, yeah. Now, that trade that we did the other day, that was the mini leap. That's a long call, okay, because they got earnings in March, and so we're out until April. So we got to weather the storm. But I see us coming down. Man, we're consolidating tight. We're not losing a lot of money. I mean, we're losing money. Don't get me wrong. We're coming down, but we're not losing drastic money like we did here. Bam, okay. So we're coming down. We're going to find a bottom, and I think we're going to do just like we did every time before earnings the last time, okay. We start to get interest. You know, Wall Street Bets comes in and all that stuff, and it's going to start clicking up, okay, and then we're going to make our money off our trade, and we're going to roll out, and then it's going to dump again because everyone's doing the same thing we're doing. All right, color code in Discord is not working. I missed the open the hood puts. Okay, sorry. OCG and we just did that plug. Last one, guys. I'm sorry. I'll make sure I push the stuff. Earlier today with Hood, it was blue because I forgot to add open on it, and that's my fault with the bot. All right, plug. Okay, we're starting to see signs of reversal. I'd like to see a thicker candle, something like this that looks green would be great over here to show us the true sign of a reversal. But plug, you know, plug is down. Plug is down to its level. It's below its last time. You know, it's due to come back up. Okay, a lot of people like plug. A lot of people are investing in plug. I can see plug pushing back up and trekking back up to about 24.74 area. This is the last consolidation area. I think it likes that area. We just need to get the signs of reversal, and then once we get that, we can probably push out calls to about $24, $25 for, you know, 2 or 3 weeks. All right, guys. Hey, thank you very much. This will go on the YouTube channel. The links will be there. Check us out on the Discord, and always, 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 let's go to war. See you guys next time.